Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Minor League Esports. It is conference finals night. We just watched the Foundation League, and we are now moving into the Academy League. Here to bring you the action, Hunted and ZB. First on the docket, the Outlaws and the Flames. It's going to be a battle. The Flames come into this undefeated on the season, and they look to continue into the grand finals.
Yeah, won all 10 series in the regular season, have won one game to get here, and now a highly anticipated matchup against the number one, or sorry, the Outlaws. So it is going to be very heated, very hot, very competitive, and all in good fun in the Academy League. One of my favorite leagues of the four. In fact, I love them all equally, but I do love them all very much.
Well, for the Outlaws, it's going to be Sammy Needs and Mr. T to take the pitch. And then for the Flames, Cover Summit and Izu. Give me a breakdown of what we expect to see.
I expect to see a lot of offense. I know that these players on on the Rocket League pitch, are very offensively minded and can play fast enough to rotate back onto defense. So I expect to see a lot of high flying action. And this one, the Outlaws are in their secondary color, the black uniforms, as the Flames are in their standard orange tonight.
We are underway, game number one. As you said, the Outlaws in black. That's Sammy Needs and Mr. T. And for the Flames, Izu and Cover Some in that orange. And the Flames have had one great season up to this point, and they look to continue to do so, but they've got to win a best-of-7 series against the Outlaw.
They certainly do. And if any team is going to play spoiler in the Orange Conference, it is going to be the Outlaws. Sammy Needs and Mr. T, quite the combo. Sammy Needs rocking his character, or his regular Uncle Sam hat on top. You love to see that.
As Izu takes a quick shot, he'll score right off right in the first minute, I should say, here of game number one. Izu gets a bit of a lucky play in the corner, and he puts it home.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sammy Needs wasn't able to get the touch that he wanted to upfield, and then Mr. T made a bad situation worse by having a touch straight to the sidewall, straight to Izu, who was able to bury that one home, and the Flames take an early lead. But that face-off won by Mr. T. That ball was going on target. Coversome was there to make the touch. Now he's on the sidewall trying to push this one forward.
One bounces towards the front of the cage. Mr. T will clear it away. Izu wants to play it back in. Sammy Needs watches it, gets it by the first attacker. Now he's got a one-on-one with Coversome. Mr. T in support through mid. Can't quite get it beyond Coversome. And that will be the Flames to try to transition out of the zone. Good play for Mr. T to stop him short. Sammy Needs can't get around Izu. We continue to play. 1-0 here with a minute 30 gone by. Game number one. Quick start for the Flames. They've had to play defense a couple of times. They've won a couple of good challenges, but they're certainly not in total control yet in this game.
No, both teams are doing a really good job of not letting their opponent really have any quality score or quality offensive chances. They're trying to create it, but then both defenses are just shutting them down pretty quickly. Kind of an open goal there, but luckily Coverson was able to touch it away for the Flames. Sammy Needs putting this one up. He's high flying. Can't get the touch, though. I think he may have been able to get it around Coverson if he had a better touch.
This one floats towards the cage. Mr. T makes the initial save. Izu the follow. He scores. Gets his second goal of the game. It's 2-0 for the Flames.
Splashdown for the Flames. Unfortunately, a little bit of a double commit on defense by the Outlaws. You've got to trust your teammate on defense. Believe that they can make that play so that you can follow up the next shot that is coming. Unfortunately, they weren't able to, and that left an open net for the Flames. Izu has both goals in this one as we approach halftime. Flames lead 2-0.
Mr. T wants to clear out of the Outlaw zone. Izu will not let it go, so easily gets a hat-trick. Sharp angle yet again from Izu, but it's 3-0 for the Flames.
That splash goal explosion is not putting out the fire of the Flames. Izu touching that one up, air dribbling it home. My goodness, what a start for the Flames. Have been in control. All three goals by Izu. 3-0 now for the Flames.
pops out in front, covers some. Not the greatest touch. Isu's going to have to play defense on his own for the moment. Mr. T goes one-on-one over the top. He scores. It's 3-1 now with 2:11 to go.
That flat car, a good choice in this situation for Mr. T. Gets it on the front of his car. Just a regular front flip flick, but it was good enough to get over the defender. Outlaws were going to need some goals to match the scoring pace of the Flames, and they got one there. Good face-off win to his teammate from Sammy Needs. Mr. T slowing this one down. Can he do it again? Went with a different flick there. Kind of let that one fall off of his car. Unfortunately, wasn't able to bury it home, and then Coversome missing his touch. So the Outlaws doing their best to maybe create some scoring of their own.
Minute 50, all that remains here in game number 1. So the Outlaws still have an uphill battle to go. Still down by 2 to the Flames. They have to play defense for now as well, as Coversome going to take that back boost. But the pinch, good positioning from Izu. A bit of a lucky play. Yes. But either way, he keeps it out of the goal. Sammy Needs is going to rotate back. Afraid of the touch from Coversome, and now he pushes up to make this play. Mr. T trying to bear down on Izu. Will not challenge him in the corner, actually backflipped, as it will be a clear from Izu. This is going to come all the way around out in front. Izu looking for the pass, doesn't get anything on it, but Coversome and Mr. T come together, and the ball remains in the black half for now. Still 2 goals, still 65 seconds. This is looking dire for the Outlaws, but this is a good transitional play, but Mr. T pushes it too far.
Like we saw in the last series in the Foundation League, there's one team that I think is kind of known as the high-octane offense. The Flames are that team, but the Outlaws are finding ways to score. Sammy Needs puts it, gets the weird curvature bounce there, and Mr. T puts it off of Izu and onto the far post. So just like that, we have another competitive game. The Outlaws have a big challenge ahead of them, are going to have to find another goal, but they certainly can. They found 2 in a row. 45 seconds remain.
Will be Coversome to carry it into the Outlaw zone. Just misses the shot. Izu misses the rebound, and now the ball will bounce out. 35 seconds left to go. Izu steals it away from Mr. T, but Sammy Needs takes it right back. Coversome wins the challenge in mid. Has a lot of time and space in this black corner. Opts to pass it across. Izu can't finish it off. So there's still 20 seconds left to go, and a goal, all that is necessary from the Outlaws. This bounces out in front. Sammy Needs is there to clear. Final 12 seconds. Into the orange zone we go. Will fall down into the corner. Sammy Needs and Mr. Heat both back off. That gives Izu a chance to clear, and that could just be all that's necessary. It is. The Flames stay alive in game 1, and they end up winning 3-2.
Flames played a really good game, getting those 3 goals early and maintaining their offensive attack. They didn't score any goals in the last half of that game, but they had a lot of opportunities where the ball was put in a good spot, and they just put one wide or put one off the back wall, but were really close. The Outlaws only able to get 3 shots up on target in that one. And I think we kind of have a situation where the Flames are a lot more comfortable at playing a more aggressive game. So the Outlaws, either they're going to have to play with a lot more pressure and a lot more aggressiveness, or they're going to have to be nearly perfect on the offensive opportunities that they create.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look, and the Outlaws did score 2 goals on just 3 shots, but it's the fact that they only managed to generate 3 shots that is a bit unnerving if you are an Outlaws fan. They definitely need to get more on the offensive side of the ball, try to win those mid battles at least a little bit quicker to the ball through mid to try to put the Flames on their heels. And when they were able to do that in those intermittent moments, it really looked like they could solidify the rotation quite well. It's just not getting those opportunities, not getting on the offensive side of the ball is what hurt them.
Right. It does feel like that they were letting the Flames dictate the pace of play. So if they can at least match that and assert their own play style and their own aggressiveness here, I think that they will be able to compete with the Flames. Again, just a 1-goal game in that one, so it's not like they have a lot to overcome. They, as we said, just have to create some more scoring opportunities.
We'll see if they can do just that here in game number 2. Izu Interesting pinch right to cover some. Big save by Mr. T, using his own post to make that play. And now the Outlaw looking for the counterattack. Shot towards the goal by Sammy Needs. Easily cleared away by Coversome, and he will put it just a bit wide. So an interesting quick start in this game.
Yes.
We continue to play 0-0.
Yeah, I think the Flames especially, they kind of like playing at this fast pace, forcing teams to match theirs. You just have to make sure that when you're playing quickly, you still stay sound in your rotations, and both teams are doing fairly well. Just kind of touching the ball forward, though, not really maintaining possession or creating offensive opportunities. So once a team can start doing that, I think they will find success. Oh, good touch there by Coverson.
He gets over Mr. T. Izu now looking for the pass out in front. Coversome is waiting for it. Hits it. It's off the post and it's in. The Flames are on the board with 3:47 to go.
Really good job by Coversome, and he kind of has the reputation of being able to hit shots at these crazy angles and in crazy positions. Sees his opportunity, gets up and touches that one down. So again, the Flames have a lead early, and it's going to be the Outlaws are going to have to find a way to get creative and find a scoring opportunity of their own.
Tough bounce for Sammy Needs. Comes right out to Izu. Still out in front. Coversome getting rejected there by Sammy Needs out in front. So,
yeah, I didn't really know if Izu needed to go to touch that ball. He needed Coversome to bail him out there. Really speedy play to make the save. Again, another scoring opportunity denied by the Flames defense.
It stays a 1-0 game as Coversome tries to use the angle, and he scores. Great shot from Coversome in the corner. It's 2-0.
Coversome already able to put 4 shots on target in this one. The Flames, I think, are just going to continue to give a relentless attack and just get as many shots on target as they can and hope that some of them find the net. And so far, they have twice early in this one.
3 minutes to go, 2-0 for the team in orange. It's going to be Izu to push it into the corner. Bounces out towards the front. Sammy Needs gets caught in rotation. That should be a free goal. Yes, it is. And the Flames find themselves with a 3-0 lead now.
Yeah, good job by Izu to just have the wherewithal to realize that the last defender was pushed up too far, so he had just to get a touch around him and did a good job there. Unfortunately, the Outlaws committed a little bit too much to the offensive attack, left themselves vulnerable. If you remember, they were down 3-0 in the last game and managed to nearly come back. So don't count the Outlaws out in this one. They are capable of scoring goals too.
That one's pushed wide by Mr. T. Had a chance at a shot. He took a bit of a poor angle at it, so no opportunity taken from the Outlaws.
Wow.
But my goodness, there's an opportunity on the other side of the pitch for Coversome to find his hat trick, and he just buries it. It has been a Flames game all through game number 2 thus far, which is a marked difference from game 1.
Yeah, really good play there by Coversome. Man just knows how to use his octane to his advantage. He might have a nuts double right here. Puts it up. Is Izu going to be able to finish? He had the opportunity. He didn't bury it home. Here's Coversome again flying in there upside down. Really good job there by the Flames, and even better job on defense by Outlaws to keep that ball out.
3 minutes have been played here in game 2. It's a 4-0 lead for the Flames. Might be 5 now. Oh, great save from Sammy Needs to keep it 4-0. You wonder if this defense is a bit too little too late now for the Outlaws, and indeed the Flames will find a 5th goal. But it doesn't feel very good right now for the Outlaws.
No, at times the Outlaws are able to stay solid in the defensive half and thwart the offensive opportunities, the shots from the Flames. But the Flames are just getting too many shots on there, continuing to rotate at the midfield and keep the ball in the offensive zone. 10 shots already in this game, and half of them have found the goal, and the Outlaws are putting so much focus on the defense just to stop the Flames that they haven't been able to really create any scoring opportunities themselves.
It is a 5-0 game. Minute 20 left to go. This one all but in the books. The Flames will take a 2-0 series lead as it is 6-0 now. 2 hat tricks for the Flames. Obviously, 3 goals apiece. Cover some in Izu and the Outlaws. They have a lot to come back from. It's going to be an uphill climb for them in this series, but you've got to start by clearing this game out of your memory. Look towards game number 3. Just forget all about game 2.
Right, and the thing that teams in this situation have to remember is that game 3 is going to start with a scoreline of 0-0. So you are in a big deficit in this game and in the series, but you'll have a great opportunity in game 3, and you just have to chip away one game at a time. Find a way to slow down the Flames scoring, and then use that to turn around and create scoring opportunities for yourself. Here's a really good opportunity for the Outlaws here as they challenge that ball and send it far into the Flames' end. But just put this one behind you, as you said, refocus, start fresh, and anything can happen in the next couple games.
Final 20 seconds. Look to pass it by us now here in game 2. If the Outlaws can get one for confidence sake going into game 3. But regardless, it's going to be a 2-0 lead in the series for the Flames. This is a best of 7, bit different than what the typical MLE series is, but in these conference championships, these best of 7s will decide who goes on to the grand finals. The ball will touch the pitch. That is a game 2 victory for the Flames. 6-0 final score. And we head into game 3 with the Outlaws on some very shaky ground. They're going to have to come back in a big way next game.
Yeah, Outlaws are going to have to completely change their strategy right there in that game. They, like I said earlier, just so focused on stopping what the Flames were doing. The thing is, though, you can't let the Flames play their own game. You kind of have to make them uncomfortable by putting them in situations where they're not able to control the offense in such a way that they did in game 2 especially. So I'm really looking for them just to maybe pick up the pace a little, challenge those balls just a little bit earlier, so the Flames can't do exactly what they've been doing, which is finding the ball and an opportunity to put it in the net.
Well, they still need to win 2 more games, do the Flames. It is certainly not, it's not over. It's not a lock for them in the slightest. They've got to do it 2 more times before the Outlaws. This game number 3 going to be very, very important. We'll see what changes they can make to try to battle back here and bring the score line a little bit closer as we head into game 4. This could be a good start. Sammy needs rotating around the ball, and he's going to send that well wide of the goal to start us off here in game 3.
Yeah, I think the Outlaws, if they can just play with a little bit more of confidence. Izu's going for the defender there. A good touch by Sammy Need to clear that one out. I think the reason they're not challenging those balls at the midfield is that they're not really thinking that they can win those 50s with the Flames. But then when you do that, it just gives them more opportunity to have possession of the ball and do exactly what they want with it. So kind of their mentality, I think, is the biggest thing that needs to change more than anything. The Outlaws players were good enough throughout the season to not only get the number 2 seed in the tournament, but to find themselves in the conference finals. So they are capable. They just kind of need to change their mentality a little bit to meet the Flames.
Well, here's Izu trying to pinch this along the sidewall. It's going to be Sammy Needs actually whipping on that touch. Mr. T can't get the ball clear, but he'll follow it from cover some. So no goal on the board quite yet. The Flames still looking to attack, however. Izu gets the demo under Mr. T. This puts Sammy Needs in a tough spot. It'll bounce around in front. Cover some. Gets there in time, and he scores. It's a 1-0 game for the Flames.
Big scramble situation in front of the net. It obviously started with the demo from Izu, and really cheeky play to touch it to his teammate who was flying into the near post. Both Outlaws players trying to save that, and somehow Coverson got it around both of them. So Flames, it took them a little bit of time. 80 seconds already, nearly to the 3:30 mark. But regardless, the Flames are the first one on the board, and like the Outlaws have normally, they're going to have to play catch up in this one.
Good touch from Izu, trying to find something out in front. Cover Some going to be playing defense. Here comes a one-on-one with from Sammy Needs. This bounces off of Cover Some, comes out in front. Mr. T, the rebound will be cleared away by the Flames. However, the Outlaws still looking to press. This comes off of Cover Some out towards mid. He gets the follow-up touch. Izu trying to play it further into the black zone, but Mr. T is there. That's a tough play, however, for Sammy Needs, and now the Flames look to go back to work on the offensive side of the ball. Izu tries to stuff it home. It's there for Cover Some. Oh, off of his own teammate. Now Sammy Needs should have a wide open goal, and he does. We're tied at 1.
That touch from Izu was very good. He had no boost on the wall, but he unfortunately pushed it a little too far, and Cover Some put it off the post. And when you do that, it goes very quickly the other way. And with no third defender in doubles, that was very easy for Sammy Needs just to dribble home. I think the Outlaws are going to be in a better chance to win this game if they can stay in a low-scoring battle, keep the Flames in check, and then just find a way to steal as many goals as you can. Izu's upside down. I think that was a pass to Cover Some, but Cover Some wasn't quite ready, so this one tied as we approach halftime. Outlaws doing what they can to find a way to win a game in this series.
And the first goal for the Outlaws in the last couple of games is good enough to secure the tie with the Flames at the moment here in Game 3. Good touch from Mr. T to cut off that passing play. But it still finds its way into the Outlaws zone. Will pop down in front. Sammy Needs able to find the clear, and this will careen towards the midfield line as here comes Cover Some. Gets it by Mr. T. Izu, if he can play this right, has a shot on goal. He rings it off the post. Nearly found the angle, but it stays 1-1.
Yeah, this game, much lower scoring than what we've been accustomed to. Outlaws doing a really good job of meeting the Flames where they're at. This goal is open for Mr. T. He buries it home, and we have found complete opposite. Outlaws outscored by the bunches in Game 2. They have found themselves leading late in Game 3.
Only a minute 37 left to go in Game 3 to be exact. The teams are tied in shots at 5 apiece, but it's the 2 goals on the board for the Outlaws that put them over top of the Flames right now in this game. 2-1 with 90 seconds left to go. This is a very important game, a big win for the Outlaws if they can hold on. The Flames, they are certainly not done. They are not out of this yet. Would like to keep the ball in the Outlaws zone. They're going to have to play through mid. Sammy Needs beats Cover Some. That one just wide of the net. This bounces out in front. Mr. T can't get underneath Izu. Sammy Needs over-rotates the ball, but he makes the play.
Great save.
Just gets there in time. He keeps it a 2-1 game.
That was very close. The Outlaws have been playing great defense in the past minute or so. The Flames are going full throttle on the offensive zone, but the Outlaws doing a good job shadowing their opponents, making sure that they're covered on the backside. Sammy Needs may have pushed up a little bit too far, but he did a good job of rotating back and having a good touch off the post and out there. Mr. T is going to have to get up this one and beat Cover Some. He does. The Flames are in a really good opportunity. Mr. T coming out of nowhere. 25 seconds remaining. The Outlaws just trying to survive.
20 seconds left to go. This one bounces off the back wall. Sammy Needs wants to see it clear. The Flames need to score in the next 13 seconds to send us into overtime. Bounces out in front. Cover Some is there. He scores. We're tied at 2 with 8 seconds to go.
In the most clutch of times, needing a goal as the time ticks away. Izu bouncing it off the back wall. Mr. T not able to get the 50. So that one goes in, and the goal is credited to Izu. Every player on the pitch has 1 goal. So 2 apiece for each team. Time ticking away. I don't know if that's on target. Regardless, it was touched away by Mr. T. This ball is up. The ball has not touched the ground yet. Cover Some. Can he do it? Nearly. Ball finally touches the ground, and we are in overtime.
That we are. Game number 3 of the Flames managing to tie things up with only 8 seconds left to go, and they look to take a commanding lead in the series if they can pull this one out. Before the Outlaws, must-win game here. This is going to be Izu to play this out in front, cover some softly towards the net. Sammy Needs gets the first touch and the second one away. Will pick up the back boost as well, but he gets bumped. Cover some wins that challenge against Mr. T. He's up for the ball. Sammy Needs is there to clear it. 30 seconds into overtime, and the Flames have had the majority of the possession in the black zone. They look to continue that now. Looking for the deflection is Izu. He can't quite find it. Sammy Needs. Now Mr. T. Into the orange zone we go. Will bounce around the corner. Mr. T keeps it in. Sammy Needs is going to turn on this. He had a chance at a shot, but Coversome gets there first. Mr. T fires. Rebound out in front. Coversome makes the clear.
Really good opportunity from both teams on both sides of the pitch. Both teams really wanting to win this game. I thought that the Outlaws would be in a good situation if they could keep it low scoring, and they have so far, but now they're in an opportunity or a situation where next goal wins, and the Flames are attacking quickly. Sammy Needs not able to make the save. Coversome gets the goal. Flames take game 3 and are on match point.
Coversome yet again coming up big for the Flames. He'll throw that in the back of the net. And as you said, it is a 3-0 series now for the Flames heading into game number 4. The Outlaws, they made it so very close. They just couldn't hold on in those final moments. Now they've got to win 4 straight to make it to the grand final.
Yeah, the Outlaws did a really good job of keeping that game close. Unfortunately, gave up a goal in the final seconds of regulation and then weren't able to find a goal in overtime. So that one hurts if you're an Outlaws player or an Outlaws fan. And their backs are against the wall. It's going to take a great effort and great execution to be able to beat the Flames at the rate that they are playing in this series. But, you know, the Outlaws have worked hard, so they are certainly going to try to do so. They just have to do it one game at a time at this point.
We'll see if they can make some changes going into game number 4. Obviously, you know, they played it quite well. They were in the lead for a majority of that game. They just couldn't quite hold on. But you'd like to see them generate at least a little bit more offense. It's the same story, that there's just not enough offensive pressure from the Outlaws on the Flames half. They were not able to pull away in that game. It felt like it was on a knife's edge the entire time.
That's true.
Eventually tipping into the Flames corner. So the Outlaw, they need to make a change, and they need to do it quickly.
Yeah, they have one opportunity here, and if they are able to find a way to beat the Flames, they're going to have to do it 3 more times. The Flames are 1 win away from not only winning this series, but advancing to the MLE Grand Finals in the Academy League. They've won every series that they have played this season, and they don't want this to be any different. Outlaws want to extend this series.
They're underway. Game number 4. Flames and Outlaws. The Flames are looking to close the series in a sweep. For the Outlaws, they look to start their reverse sweep bid if possible. Coversome and Sammy Needs out through mid. Mr. T getting bumped. Trying to recover to get back to the ball. It will be Coversome, and he scores. Makes the play happen, wins the 50 in mid, gets the bump, takes the shot. Coversome doing it all for the Flames.
Yeah, Coversome has the propensity to make those nut shots. The only way he scores that is if he air rolls in such a way that gives him the ability to dodge back towards goal. That is an advanced mechanic. Great shot there by Coversome.
Mr. T now wants to start some pressure, but it will be Izu who wins the challenge. Out of the corner we go. As here's Mr. T, one-on-one with Coversome. Wants to flick it towards the net, doesn't get a whole lot of power on it, and we'll get demoed as well. Now Sammy Needs going to cut off that play from Coversome, and Mr. T to continue on. Izu easily clears it away. Great pass out towards Coversome, who does eventually get up to the ball, but there's no shot. A good play for the Flames to try to keep this ball hemmed in the Outlaws zone. They've already got this goal. They don't need to score anymore. It's more about wasting time and playing defense at this point, but they would certainly love to get another on the board if possible.
They really would. Outlaws are still very much in this game. They haven't had many scoring opportunities, no shots on goal yet, but it only takes one to tie this game up. Flames doing everything they can to extend the series. Outlaws haven't quite been in this situation before, but they know what it is like to be in a high profile match. Last season, they were in the Academy League finals and took home the championship. So Outlaws are trying to repeat, but at this point, they just have to figure out a way. How are they going to beat the Flames in this game?
We are nearing halftime now, as Sammy Needs might have an opportunity here. Great touch from Coversome to play it back into the Flames corner. This is some good pressure from the Outlaws. They just can't find any shot opportunities. They still don't have a shot on the board. The Flames, in fact, only have one, and it was the goal that they scored. This should be another one here as Coversome hits the crossbar. Izu across the goal line. It stays out somehow, and it's still 1-0.
Crossbar and out in the weirdest way that I have ever seen. That ball was going in a couple times and finally decided to come out. Back past the Sammy Needs, but Coversome kind of makes that go a little bit faster than Sammy wanted, gets the touch around. He is high flying, nearly had a goal there. That would have been absolutely nuts. 2 minutes remaining for the Outlaws. They're down just one, but the Flames are not making it easy.
We hope that you all in the crowd, in the chat, watching at home, are having a great time tonight. I know that we certainly are. I've watched a lot of great series, and we do want to thank our sponsor in Power A. If you're looking for a new gaming headset for Xbox or PlayStation, or a controller for your Nintendo Switch, Xbox, or PC, look no further than our sponsor, Power A. Find out more at MLEsports.gg. But my goodness, this goal is so huge for the Flames, and guess who? It's Coversome.
Yeah, Coversome kind of came into this one as a high scorer on the Academy League leaderboards on MLEsports.gg. Check out the website, as Hunted just said earlier, and he finds a way to just get in the right spot at the right time. He passes sometime. There's a really good opportunity, but Mr. T read it the whole way. So the hill that the Outlaws have to climb even harder or higher now that the Flames have a 2-goal lead. Less or almost a minute left. Sammy Needs might steal this one in the far post. He doesn't. Great opportunity though.
Great pass, and a beautiful play from the Outlaws. They get one back with 56 to go. This is all set up by the pass from Mr. T.
Yeah, that was really great. That's exactly what they needed. Caught the Flames off guard. Mr. T sending that one to the middle, right in front of the goal, and Sammy Needs getting the touch, the perfect touch to get that one in. So the Outlaws still alive. They're just going to have to find a goal, a way to tie this game at least.
Got to play defense for now. 45 seconds left to go. It's a 2-1 game for the Flames. Mr. T might have an open shot, but he pushes it wide. Coversome, lets this bounce off the back wall, just off the post. Sammy Needs rebound. Easy's there to make the clear. And the Flames live on for now. They push it back into the Outlaw zone. Only 25 seconds left to go. It's Mr. T to try to collect. He gets demoed from behind by Coversome. The 50 goes in favor of the Flames, but Mr. T on the respawn tries to beat Coversome there. Will stay in mid. Izu takes a quick shot towards the net. Sammy Needs can't make the save. And the Flames take a 3-1 lead, and it looks like they will be heading to the finals.
Sammy Needs did a really good job of trying to get himself in the way of the ball. He did, but that ball had to go up and out. Instead, it goes off of his car and in. So Outlaws are going to need a miracle, not only to score 2 goals in the final 12 seconds, but then continue winning games in this series. I don't think it is going to happen in dominating fashion. The Flames are your Orange Conference AL champions and advance to the MLE Academy League Grand Finals.
They take the series in a sweep 4-0 over top of the Outlaws, and we no longer have a defending champion in the Academy League. So well played to the Flames. They continue their undefeated season. They are 1 game away from the perfect season, ZB. We're going to find out who they have to play next, but regardless of which team it is, the Flames are looking very terrifying going into the finals.
Yeah, the Flames have two players on the top of their roster, Coversome and Izu, who are capable of doing a lot of great things, making a lot of great touches and working together as a team. So that is a dangerous combination. They play fast and they play well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they are capable of doing next weekend in the MLE Grand Finals.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to want to miss that. Make sure you are here for all of the grand finals action, not just the Academy League, but every league that we have. All of that will be taking place next week. So make sure you follow the channel now here at MLE Sports GG so you can tell when we will go live. We are not done for the evening. However, we have one final matchup to see who will play the Flames in the Academy League Grand Final. You're not going to want to miss it. It will be on the other side of this break. We'll see you in just a moment.